Howdy folks, Mountain View Russ here, back in Mountain View, Arkansas. So we've been out on a trip to Texas. We were actually gone 2 weeks, camping in this thing for 2 weeks. We've been back, we got back Monday, just trying to get our life back to normal. Get a little work done, start cleaning up the rig, but I've got a lot more projects I'm going to do, so I'm not going to clean it up too much. But I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing right now, but just wanted to say I do have a lot of projects. I made a list while we lived in this thing for 2 weeks and come up with a list of things that will be helpful to us and hopefully for cargo trailer builders that are glampers like us. You know, if you're the bare bones cargo trailer, these may not apply to you, but if you're trying to glamp it out like we are, you may like the upgrades. One thing I will talk about is we made a 2-day trip back to Mountain View. We were in Kerrville, Texas. It was about a 14-hour drive. I didn't want to do that pulling the trailer. So we stopped just inside the Arkansas border at a rest stop and spent the night there. And that was really my first time out running 100% on solar or battery power with the inverter and trying to run this AC. When we pulled into the rest stop was about 6:30 in the evening. Sun was setting. It was pretty much on the horizon. And it was hot and muggy. It was in the mid-90s. And so I don't run my AC going down the road. Although I've seen a couple of guys on YouTube in the cargo trailer world that do that. And I watched one of his videos this morning, and I'm considering doing that. He built a shield that goes in front of the outside unit, keep bugs and flying debris out, but still allows outside unit to run going down the road. Anyway, that's a future project. So our night at the rest stop was kind of miserable. We spent about an hour in the trailer sweating, as the mini split tried to cool it off. The mini split is plenty capable of cooling it off, but I was busy watching my batteries, through my Victron shunt and through my app. And that's the first time I'd really tested it like that. And I was getting back, 10, 11, 12% battery left, and anywhere from, 6 hours to it would drop down to 0 hours left on the battery. And I really didn't understand it all, and I panicked and I didn't want to break anything. So I made the call to shut everything down and go sleep in the truck. And so Vicky and I moved to the truck, let it idle for about 4 hours, and then we got concerned about doing that all night long. So we killed it and, kind of cracked the windows. So it was a pretty miserable night. Kind of hard to sleep. I have an F350. It's got the big console in the middle. Anyway, it was kind of difficult. So yesterday, I unplugged shore power and went completely on solar and turned this AC on. That's been set at 75 ever since. Now it's a cool morning. It's it's probably about 70 degrees outside right now. But this thing did run all night long. It may not have been a good test because it, may have just been circulating air more than it was conditioning air. But anyway, it's still running, and the batteries are doing fine. They're at about 50%, and the sun's up now, so it's solar starting to kick in and offset, the amperage. So the deficit keeps getting lower and lower as far as amperage use. Right now, it's reporting about a little under 4 amps being used. So anyway, I've got a lot more to learn about that. I've got 200 amp hours of batteries, so I may need to increase that, put a couple more batteries. I'm on 12 volts. I've talked about that before, and that's what I got now. So I'm considering adding a couple more batteries. Of course, that means you got to buy more cable, a 4-aught cable, all that good stuff. Anyway, um, another thing that Vicki and I talked about while we were traveling is our truck. We have a 2012 F350. It just rolled over 153,000 miles, and it's basically a grocery getter. It doesn't do a lot of work except when we go out traveling, which is not that often. I'm retired now, and hopefully it'll be more, but it didn't really do a lot of hauling. I've had friends and associates tell me it's just getting broken in. I've Googled it and I get all kinds of answers. So if any of y'all have a 2012 era F350 with the 6.7 power stroke, if you'd give me some comments about what you think the engine life of that engine is. I would expect to hopefully get at least 300,000 miles out of it, properly maintained, which I do. So I would appreciate any comments if y'all have some, if you have that truck and you have some, or if you're just a diesel expert and know about this engine. So anyway, like I said, I've got more projects. Um, Once I get the hardware in and start on the projects, I'll start doing some videos. So if you want to see what's going on, I think they're really cool projects. Be sure and like and subscribe. Do the bell and all that good stuff, so you'll get notifications when I'm posting the videos out there. All right, well, small report. Well, I've talked 7 minutes now. To my buddy out there, it says I'm boring. Here's another boring video. Thanks for watching.